Hello YouTube, you've missed an entire episode of this because I thought I hadn't recorded the first one. But I had, so I didn't record it. So it's all lost to the ether, lost in the mists of time. However, you should be able to catch up with what's happened. I mean, yeah, the base is a bit bigger, we have a few extra people in, but in theory, every thread can be put together. I'm just going to do a quick recap now. So we've got Camel here. She's our cult leader and the universal lover of our group. If we have a look at our relationships here, social. Okay, so she's a fiancée, ex-lover, has a bond with Alex the dog, and is rivals with Michael Finley Zero Carlson. Interesting. What happened here? Rival with Kiezu, rival with Kuro, rival with everybody. What have you done to produce this great antipathy? Interesting. Oh, I know why. You were a pirate. You stabbed a load of people. And then, in fact, I think you stabbed Kiezu, and then we healed you up and recruited you. So there's some amends to be made here. There's definitely some reparations to be paid. Anyway, let's stop mucking around. We've got Camel, Kiezu, Mr. Mech Scoundrel, Chaser, and Finley Zero. Kiezu, Mr. Mech Scoundrel, and I believe Chaser all began as the lovers and cult acolytes of Camel, but Finley's come along and put everything mixed up in the mix. Camel is actually marrying multiples of these people, so it's interesting to see whose marriage will take legal precedence and actually, count. But we'll see. Anyway, let's unpause this because it's going on too long. We'll have a little look at our surrounds. Now this was a failed attempt at a trap tunnel. It was a bit of a botch job and all of my guys started getting trapped in it until I put this door in. Now it should work though, because we've got the little, what are they called? Embrasures, so that people can shoot through them, and so there's a little run down here where the enemy have to get shot at. Maybe I could put an entire loop of them around the encampment and then people can just shoot them as they have to walk all the way around the encampment to get in. Interesting proposition, but it seems like a lot of work. Let's make sure we haven't got things going wrong. Kiezu, how are you? What's your health like? You've got a right index finger scratch from a raccoon. But no infection, which I feel like is a triumph. If you've been scratched by a raccoon, I think an infection is probably very much on the cards. Why is there no power connection to anything else? This is just... That better be my wargs and not wild wolves. If my lot can be taken out by muffalo and antelope, wolves are certainly going to be an issue. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, we've got a male mega sloth. Where are you? Where are you? Ah, 2 male mega sloths. That's a shame. That's a shame. That's a real shame. I thought we were on the verge of a breeding program here. I thought we were going to have mega sloths and wargs running around like crazy. But no, it's not to be yet. Not yet. Burt raccoon. It could be Burt. I mean, the raccoon could have been Burt, but a scratch on the index finger seems like more like something that you would receive from Cyril Sneer. And, not Cyril Sneer, what was his dad called? Was Cyril Sneer the baddie or the one who was all apologetic and lived with the raccoons every now and again? I can't remember, but the pink one. Is he some kind of diseased, hairless raccoon? Is that what he's supposed to be? I don't understand. The sort of, what's the word? It's not anthropomorphic. They are kind of anthropomorphic, but whatever. The weird creatures that are in raccoons are confusing and distressing, and I will discuss them no more. Right, let's have a little look at what's going on. Everybody's wandering around. They seem to have jobs. They seem to be occupied, and this seems to be the time to go through some expansion. I think that would be safe. Cyril was the dad. Okay. Hello, Emmentalo. And I don't believe I am your mum. It would be difficult for me to do so. And yeah, hail Emmentalo. Are you a fan of the cheese? I only ask because your name contains a cheese, Emmental. I'm not sure it's spelt right, but that's what I'm picking up. That's the sort of pattern that my brain is latching onto. And I was wondering because it has to be said, I'm well known in Dark Souls amongst the people who watch. I mean, well known is a bit of an exaggeration, but I'm known in Dark Souls among the people who watch as somewhat of a cheese merchant. I do enjoy unleashing the Gouda arrow, or indeed a little bit of cheddar bolt. It's all good. Of course, that probably confused you, that little outburst. You're probably not entirely sure what I'm talking about, but if you hang around long enough, I think you'll catch up and everything will become clear. Don't worry. to worry about. Alright, so we've got our workshop going on. Scoundrel appears to be making... What are you doing? A small sculpture. That's healthy. And Super Chaser is currently making pants. Well, that's practical. So, but we seem to have a burgeoning industry of craft going on. Industry of craft? Is that not an oxymoron? Can you have a craft industry? Surely industry is derived from developing craft into something more scalable, right? Who knows? Who knows? Let's not get bogged down in semantics. Let's actually do something, because all I've done is watch these little chaps run around. So it's time to start building. We've got a research bench, but that's not really occupied at the moment, is it? Let's check out. Have we got anything we can do with this? Can we add bills? No, we have to go to the research page, don't we? What's in progress? Electricity. Oh no, that's the prerequisite. Auto doors, that's what's going on. Alright, yeah, okay, auto doors, all good, all good. Keep researching, even though we don't have a researcher. I think I like Emmental, Vehema. I'm not entirely certain. I couldn't put a taste to a face, if you see what I mean. If you showed me a piece of cheese and said, this is Emmental, I would have to go, probably is, yes, I agree, just because I'm wondering why you would lie about what kind of cheese you're presenting me with. I'm not some kind of customs agent. I have no taxing power over the production or sale of cheese, so you may as well give me the full cheese truth, because cheese lies would get you nowhere and benefit nobody. Oh look, we've got a prisoner. I forgot about the prisoner. What's the prisoner called? White. A miner. A male drifter. Let's check his health. Well, he's only got a head scratch. That's okay. He seems healthy. Let's check out his social. He's got an acquaintance in Mr. Mex. Oh, I shouldn't have clicked on Mr. Mex. That went straight over to her. White, there we go. Social. Learned about Mr. Mex's thoughts on their bucket lists. Ah, prisoner. This is the one we want. Prisoner. No interaction. Okay, let's chat and recruit. Let's see if we can get White on board. Although, he could have some issues. Do we want a pluviophile brawler who is abrasive? With no incapabilities and some mediocre passions? Ah, come on. He's got decent mining. We'll let him join. Well, at least we'll try to recruit him. I mean, it's up to him. It's up to him. Jack Osborne. Jack Osborne, who has recently become, I say recently, it's probably been for years, but a sort of like super fit, crazy adrenaline junkie, I seem to have heard. Which does not mesh with his early portrayal on The Osborne Show. Not that I've actually watched much of that, I just saw it in passing as I walked past TVs playing MTV. Anyway, enough nonsense. I haven't built anything. Let's go to the architect screen. We'll go to the power, and we'll... Oh, no. Everything's fine. The two power systems are connected. We have dual batteries. We've got one solar panel and 2 fuel generators. That should keep us in power for a while. We should be okay. And we have a nice stock of wood here being built up. Ah, but do we have any trees designated for chopping? That would be a good idea. Orders. Chop wood. Boom. Where are we chopping? Let's zoom in. Well, up here we seem to have a nice little dense copse of trees. Let's harvest them. And maybe down here as well, have another little harvest. In fact, let's go nuts. There we go. That should fill up our storehouses with wood. What's the Swiss cheese with the big holes like in the old cartoons? Ah, well now I could... Hang on a minute. Is having holes an exclusive property of Emmental cheese, or are there multiple hole-filled cheeses? Is there a cheese, much like the popular UK chocolate bar The Aero, which has a number of uniform air pockets all throughout it, creating a sort of cheese... macrofoam? Megafoam? I don't know. The bubbles are too big for it to be a foam, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe a foam is a foam, regardless of the size of the bubble. That's an interesting proposition. I don't know. Enough considering of pointless things. Let's get back into the game. For God's sake, scoundrel. You have barely done a thing, and yet your gums have flapped incessantly. This is a problem. Should we expand out the territory? Although I feel like building rooms and then wondering what to do with them later is a bit of a crazy thing to do. Yet, I intend to do it. Here we go. Structures, wall. What can we build now? Granite blocks, limestone blocks, slate blocks. Probably don't have a shitload of any of those. I can look up here though and find out. Actually, you've got 460 granite blocks. Now there's an interesting proposition. What do we build with 460 granite blocks? We could build some super sturdy, safe structures. Although granite does emit a low level of radiation, it's unwise to live surrounded by it at all times. But, could be worse. Could be worse. I need to tilt this second monitor a bit because my microphone is obscuring the chat, and I'm having to lean quite egregiously to see what's being written. It's a real... Actually, that's absolute bullshit. I could just move the chat. Oh, there we go. Oh, science, ladies and gentlemen. Science, ladies and gentlemen. Regular Swiss has small cheese. Smeg cheese? Oh, JC. You had to lower the tone. I was doing so well, I avoided all manner of disgusting things I could have said. But you had to come in here with your crazy ways and start smutting the place up. Not that I'm particularly bothered. It was not really a huge issue. Right, let's build a thingy here, and we'll put a door in here. There we go. Do we start walling off in here to put some roofs on and create a series of pass-through rooms? No, that's a dumb idea. That's a stupid idea. Let's look at flooring instead. We don't want too much stuff growing in here. It's going to be a pain in the arse if trees start sprouting up. So maybe we should put in a floor. Can we build a concrete floor? Concrete, interestingly enough, I note, made out of steel. Quick poured concrete, fast to walk on, cheap and very quick to pour, but quite ugly. Quite ugly and a little bit expensive. I wouldn't want it to be steel. That's not good. Metal tile, I understand. That makes sense. But paving and concrete? Okay. We can make a granite floor. We've got granite blocks. But does one granite flagstone require 4 granite blocks? That seems like a lot. More of the OG Jack Osborne before the weight loss. I see. Well, you know, maybe you too will have the strange conversion. Maybe you'll suddenly go, what's this adrenaline thing I feel coursing through my veins? What has my adrenal gland done to me? It has created an addict to the plane! And then you'll be flinging yourself out with parachutes, and you'll be opening your parachute at the last moment. You'll be strapping multiple people to you as you come out of the plane. And, you know, I mean, that's obviously not the only source of adrenaline. Who knows, maybe you'll acquire an animal with an overactive adrenal gland and some method of harvest, and you'll just constantly jam needles into your heart and give yourself massive boosts of adrenaline, just like they do with heroin overdoses, at least apocryphally. I only know that from having watched Pulp Fiction, so that could. I mean, don't take medical advice from me. I think that's an important thing to say. I mean, I shouldn't have to say it. I really shouldn't have to say it. You should dismiss, by default, all medical advice I give, knowing full well, or at least having enough information to establish in your mind reasonably that I am not a medical professional. You really should be just going, mate, well, nah, that's not happening. I'm not taking that advice. Anyway, I've forgotten why I was telling you not to take my advice as a medical personnel. As a medical personnel? God damn it. My brain's shutting down. I'm not used to streaming at these early hours. I'm not prepared. I haven't had a day to get myself all, oh god, I wish I was streaming instead of doing this. Okay. Should we attend to the game a bit more? I mean, I've put these rooms in, but for no purpose whatsoever. You know what? They're going to be mega bedrooms. Or are they? Could I, oh no, I've made them a little bit too small to neatly halve them into 3s. Mind you, I could do a 2 and a 3 and 2 3s. I'm going to have to move the door. No, they can be non-specific use rooms, maybe extra storerooms or something of that nature. We'll see. Oh well, very much. I mean, obviously, I am not your keeper, and I cannot tell you what to do. I mean, you can Also, I would like to say I should not characterise the idea that you should jab hypodermic needles full of adrenaline into your heart as medical advice anyway. That is just something that I heard. You know, that is not advice in any level. It's just a colourful thing to say on a stream, perhaps. I mean, your mileage may vary. You can be the judge of that. Oh, God, let's get off this crazy adrenaline heart injection topic. I don't think it's got anywhere to go. It feels like a dead end, conversationally and stream-wise. So we should probably attend to the game more, as I've said on multiple occasions, but yet have not received any inspiration as to what I should bloody well do. I mean, I really want to get someone on research. I should do that. So let's look at work. Because can anyone research? Why, yes. We have several people who can research, and Mr. Mex, our resident tactician, is quite passionate about it. So why are you not doing that? Why are you not giving it a go? Tell you what, let's take you off construction, so you're no longer building these walls. Hunting is one of your passions as well, but we'll keep you doing that. Have we got anything lined up for hunting? There's nothing lined up for butchery. What have we got here? Hare meat, turkey meat, gazelle meat, turkey meat. I noticed turkey meat is a specified bird meat. Normally, when you have bird meat, it's just generic bird meat. It's non-specific. But the turkey is important enough to have its own name label. Right, let's find something to put Mr. Mex on hunting while he's not researching. Or is he going to go to the research bench? Let's have a look. Misto? Right. Oh, down here. What are you doing? Chopping down trees. Okay. I see what we've got to resist that as well. Chop. Where's our chopping? Plant, cut. Mr. Mex. Cease and desist. Bed rest? Yes, do that. Doctor? Yes. Patient? Yes. Firefight? Yes, of course. Nobody should ever have that turned off. You'd have to be a fucking maniac to turn firefighting off. Hunt. Research. Yep. Haul and clean. Okay, mister, you do that one more tree, but if you carry on chopping trees, I'm going to be a little bit miffed. I don't want you doing that. I want you on more important tasks. You're our only person who's really suited to research, and we have an empty research desk and not an automated turret in sight, which I would really like. Automated turrets behind these walls would be fantastic. If we could just make people walk round, oh, that'd be brilliant, actually. In fact, if you could just build them in a little square around them, that would be great. Okay. Future plans not yet ready to execute. Ordering the plane ticket and the needles. I understand, referring to what we've said, or I've said already, why you would be going to buy needles. But a plane ticket? I mean, what's all that about? Why do you need a plane ticket? Where? I mean, surely all of these things are capable where you are right now, unless perhaps you're watching somewhere, maybe you're in the jungle. Maybe you're off in the jungle somewhere, and the only place that you could do any of these things that I've suggested is a major metropolis, and you need to get to the jungle airport and fly out, and so you need to buy a ticket. That would make sense. Or maybe you're off in the hinterlands of Alaska or something, or on some kind of outer Hebridean island. I don't know. It seems unlikely. It seems like you wouldn't have internet of a sufficient caliber to watch streams, but maybe. Oh, God damn it, I've been distracted again. Curse you, scoundrel. Pay attention to what you're doing. Stop being distracted by nonsense. I could build out here as well, put some rooms on this side, he says, with two empty rooms completely uncovered. Unused, which is, implicit in empty. God damn it, you tautologous bastard. Okay, what are we building? We need some zones, right? Nope, we don't need any zones. Let's have a look at orders. A colonist needs treatment. Let's pause shit. One of your machines, a battery, has broken down. It won't work until a colonist with the construction work type goes and fixes it. I think it's been fixed. Okay, well that's cool. Hunter lacks ranged weapon. Who's that? Finley Zero. Everybody's rival. Now, don't call me a negative Nancy, but much as a hunter is always useful, I feel like we might not want to be giving you a gun right now. There are extenuating circumstances, i.e. vis-a-vis everybody's hatred of you, that might make it unwise to give you a projectile weapon. I'm not saying that being hated by everybody is going to make you snap and go on a shooting spree. But what I am saying is, the only way that's ever going to happen is if you've got a gun. So let's not put that plan into action from the very get-go, okay? Okay, good, Finley. We are understanding each other. Fantastic. Can we dismiss this? No, we can't. Colin, so who needs treatment? Finley Zero. Okay, let's find out what you need. A psychiatric addiction withdrawal. Oh dear, this could be a problem. Minor brain anxiety. Well, you wouldn't expect to feel anxiety in your knees. I mean, I have fairly nervous elbows, but not to the extent that I would call them anxious. Not by a long shot. So, bad back, menopausal, cut scar. Okay, you're going to get your medical treatment. Well, you're not. We don't have any side guides, so you're going to have to go through withdrawal. I hope that's just, puking your guts up and stuff rather than psychotic full break, which again is another good reason not to give you the gun. Where are we? Good grief, I've done nothing. Let's unpause this shit. And, Finn, you're going super slow. Oh, it's the... Oh, I also noticed and recall that your profession is torturer. Great. Great, that's just the best. That's going to put you on a good footing with everybody, right? Oh my god, I've been recording for 20 minutes. If I stop after 30 minutes and I haven't done anything more, I will literally have just sat here jabbering and built 2 rooms. 2 rooms. This is the most pathetic progress I have ever made. And we are talking about an illustrious career of pathetic progress, not prophetic progress. That would be a good thing, and what I have done is not good. It's bad. Right, okay, let's go. So we've got a dining room. What else do we need? Shit, let's just go to the architect and go through everything and see what we don't have. Can we build some furniture? I mean, we could build some more animal beds, right? Armchairs, tables. I feel like this is all pretty redundant shit. We've got it. Power. What can we do with power? We're doing okay for power. No need to panic there. Security. Barely build anything worth building. Miscellaneous. Well, we've got a load of graves. We've got a marriage spot. We've got... Is that a howl? By the way, if anyone's got any issue with the volume levels, please speak up now, because although it's been 20 minutes, I'm quite happy to adjust the volume levels to suit tastes. I can turn the game down if the music is overpowering my voice, or I can turn my voice down if I'm annoying you. But in that case, I mean, and you've sat through 20 minutes of it, you may well want to leave. So, caravan parking spot. Party spot. Ooh, how big's a party spot? Oh, a party spot's teeny weeny. Ah, but we could probably make that bigger, right? Let's put the party spot in with the marriage spot. Everyone... No, it's just it is a single... That's weird. Okay, and the caravan packing spot. Oh, no, we don't need one then. That's for us going somewhere, isn't it? What does a tool cabinet do? Should we put a tool cabinet... Oh, I see. It links up to these bad boys. Let's do it. Oh, Q. There we go. Not enough stored. What's it made out of? Steel. 200 steel. Nah, shit on that. We can't afford that right now. So, production. We don't really have the people. We do need to recruit more people. So maybe beds and bedrooms are a good thing. Does that increase the chance of people coming? Ooh, he says. Do beds and bedrooms enhance the chance of people coming? Yes, obviously. But do they make them arrive at my base? Oh my god, it's a pun and a sex joke. New boundaries of humour. Broken through. We're on the other side, people. We live in a new world. A new dawn has risen. All old jokes are gone and no good anymore. They cannot make people laugh, for my humour has scoured our senses of humour and left us barren to all but the newest and most unexperienced things. What am I talking about? I've completely lost my mind. This is ridiculous. It's this game. I'm looking at it going, what do I do now? Everyone seems happy. Couldn't we just live like this forever? This is fine, right? Nobody's dead yet. It's all good. But that's not going to work, is it? Not for streaming. You can't just sit jabbering over the top of a game. Hi there. How are you doing? Fuzzy Logic. How's it going? Good to see you. If you've just arrived, you haven't missed much. I've built these 2 rooms and fiddled with some of the people's work priorities in an attempt to get Mr. Mex to do some research, which has failed. What are you doing now, Mr. Mex? Hauling wood. No. We're not having you haul either. You're going straight on that bench. You are benching it up. Where's he gone? Mr. Mex. There you go. No more hauling. No more cleaning. You're a hunter and a researcher. You hunt for new breakthroughs in technology and science. That's what you do. You're a re-hunter. A hunt searcher. That one actually works together to make an actual name that might make sense. Okay. So, Mr. Mex, get on that research bench, open up our technological minds, and give us a whole new horizon to look at. So, what's the deal here? Make shirts, make pants, that's all cool. What's the deal here? Making sculptures. Okay, do until X, do until 15. Okay, that's fair. So we don't have a block cutting table. I thought we did. Maybe that's a thing to put in. Oh, hang on. There it is. Make any stone blocks until we have 510. You know what? Let's up that number. Can I do that? Yeah, look at that. Someone cut those blocks. Let's have 1,000. No. Alright, We'll have 1,010 stone blocks. Whoa, look at that. That's not really progress. That's just expanding what we have. But I've failed to progress so far. So let's look on. So what else can we have? What other production options are there? We've got a sculptor's table. We've got a butcher's table. We have a hand tailor bench. We have a electric stove. We have a stone culter's table. We have a simple research bench, but we do not have a hopper or a nutrient paste dispenser. Now we can't build one of those if we don't have enough steel yet. What can we do with a hopper? Holds resources for use by machines, like nutrient paste dispensers. Okay, well we don't have any machines yet. Our technological level is not quite that high. So let's look at what we can do to get more people to join. Maybe we can make this a fancier place. Let's put some joy shit down. Joy shit. The way to have fun. A billiards table? We got room for a billiards table in here? Can we make it out of wood? Can we make it out of granite blocks? Not enough still. Limestone blocks maybe? Surely we've got enough fucking granite blocks to make it out of that. Oh, we need cloth. We don't have enough cloth. And we still need wood. What do we do for cloth? What do we do for cloth? It's a crop, right? What do we got here? Corn, potato. Time to assign a new crop. Zone, area, growing zone. We've got our fertile lands here. We've got another patch over here. Should we do that? Let's just plant this up. Planty, planty. Clicky, clicky. Plant. Roses. Daylily. Rice plants, potato plants, corn plants, strawberry plant, hay grass, cotton plant. Cotton plant seems like the thing to do. Summertime. And the living is easy. I don't remember the words. I know it has something to do with cotton, though. I'm fairly sure cotton is in there. Although every time you mention cotton in a song, you're running dangerously close to singing about slavery in a glib manner, which is obviously something you don't really want to do. Something to avoid, generally speaking. This little room can get dismantled. I genuinely don't need any of this crap, so let's quickly... what's deconstruct? X, there we go. Let's quickly deconstruct all this jibber-jabber, because we no longer... or we never required it. It's not that we no longer do. It's just that it never had any function whatsoever. And this wall here as well seems entirely redundant. Let's X this fool up. X gonna give it to you, as I believe I've heard somewhere sung by someone. At least once, I'm sure of it. Let's construct all this guff as well. We don't need any of this. I could probably drag this from the architect, but whatever. Let's do it the hard way, just to fill up some space, because I'm not doing anything. I'm just looking at the area and going, I don't know. I don't understand. Okay, let's go to architect, structure, wooden wall, and we'll build some bedrooms off of here. Now, I'm going to make these slightly less spacious than the ones that are on the other side. We're going to go for 2 wide and about the same length-ish. So this is a whole shitload of bedrooms, which are going to be on the exterior wall, so I imagine they're going to be vulnerable to being mined out and stuff, which is a problem. Mined out? You know what I mean. Dug up. Destroyed. Wooden floor. Here we go. Let's pop some of that down. Bam! And some doors. Structure. Door. Bang, 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 bang goes the hammer. Okay, so that's built up. Let's speed things up a bit as well, because everyone's asleep and nothing's happening at this pace. I've been letting it pootle along at regular speed, if not slightly higher. Finley Zero may be a crazy torturer that nobody likes, but by God, they have a work ethic. Look at that. Out there in all hours, digging up walls. Well, knocking walls down. Oh, hello, mental break. Finley Zero, torturer, is wandering around in a psychotic state. When you say psychotic and daze, I hope that means a sort of just like shuffle around rather than a where is the next person I can stab, for I love stabbing people. Stabbing people is my life's work. If I'm not sliding slots of metal into flesh, sliding slots of metal, creating slots in people with metal sticks, I'm unhappy. Stabby stab. Not that you need to stab anything necessarily with metal. No, stabbing can be performed with all manner of long, straight things, or indeed some squat things. I'm sure a pointy pyramid of sufficient pointiness could probably stab you, even though it's by no means thin. What am I talking about? This is insane. Right, yeah, we do need more cloth, don't we? Yeah. Sorry, I just noticed Fuzzy Logic saying billiards is more than survival. You know, we need that. We need to get more people to come in and join us, or we won't survive in the long term. Eventually a mob of bastards will come in and kill us if we're not prepared. And preparation needs numbers. Christy has given birth! Oh, hallelujah, happy day, our warg pack expands. And the wargs howl, hallelujah. Let's not go any further down that little path. I'm not the most musically talented person, and in fact, I am very near the bottom of the leaderboard when it comes to that kind of ranking. So, you know, probably best that I keep anything I do to a couple of bars at most. Okay, what did I want to do? I wanted to build beds, didn't I? Furniture. And I'll also need to put down some animal beds as well. And let's put in some beddy buys here. So, Q. Actually, no, let's do them vertically at the bend. Yeah, look at that. Beds at the end of the room. A huge new innovation. Oh, wait, no, that's what I did in every other bedroom. Okay, it's not an innovation at all. It's standard practice. What are you talking about, scoundrel, you goddamn idiot? Right, let's pop in some lights. Ah, they're too far away from the goddamn power lines. Not good, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's pop the lights in anyway. Get prepped. Holy shit, they're using up our steel. We need to get more steel. But these ones are close enough. Can they carry power on? So if I just put a power conduit up there, will that work? Let's have a little peek-see. Let's have a little look and see what we can do. So if I put these power conduits there, they're going to have to go there anyway. And will they take power from there to there? I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say. They're not going to build it yet, so we'll have to wait. Finley, sleeping outside. Why is this? Oh, you're in a psychotic daze. Wait, no, don't build that there. That's insane. Why would I want you to build power cables in your beds? That's a lunatic idea that only a crazy person would ever come up with. And do I sound like a crazy person? Don't answer that. Keep your fucking mouth shut. These have all lit up now. How are they receiving power? Where from? Over here? Not this one. This one's getting no power. Clearly, that's not of any use. Oh, I see. They're all getting it from down here. All right. I'll get you. Let's run the power conduit all the way down through the wall. I'm sure it causes ugliness problems when people see it. Okay, so Mr. Mex has gotten food poisoning from a simple meal. Why? Is our stockpile? No, our stockpile is frozen. That can't be. Oh, mind you, it does have blood and... What's this here? What's this here we got? I see something there. Let's move in. It's Mr. Mex's vomit on the floor. Although, I think the food poisoning may have come first and then the vomit. Ooh, wow. He's puking everywhere. Oh, we've got an extreme break wrist. Oh dear. Extreme break risk. A new recruit. Kiezu successfully recruited. White. Kiezu. Oh, they've already run off. Where's White? Here we go, White. Let's have a look at you now. Let's see what we can get you doing. Character. Here we go. Mining. Well, in that case, let's get some mining set up. So what have we got over here? Compacted steel. Mining. Orders. Mine. Bazang! Okay, where we got more? We got more? What's this over here? What's this? What's that? It's compacted steel. Damn it. Let's go back to the architect. Orders. Mine. L. Can I get to the drag tool just by pressing L? That would be nice. Some more steel. Don't know what this is. Mining it though. There we go. Mining this too. And this. Okay, it's Mineageddon. Anything mineable is going to get mined. We'll come down here later and explore our options for mining there. Hello, have we still got 2 male mega sloths, or have we had a female walk into the area? No. No. But surely, some point, a female mega sloth is going to go into heat and smell our burgeoning population of male mega sloths, and will be drawn here by pheromones and lust. Hopefully. And then we'll have ourselves a nice herd of mega sloths. They're pretty smart, apparently. You can train them to do quite a few things. Okay, so what's happening here? Well, what's happening is I've recorded for 34 minutes and I should probably stop doing so. Thank you very much for watching, recorded viewers. It's been a pleasure and I'll see you again next time. Toodlepip. Bye!